You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. By going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, you can make this possible. All right, folks, let's talk about former Michigan Governor Rick Snyder. He announced a couple days ago that he was taking a fellowship at Harvard. Not going to happen. He now has withdrawn as a result of significant pressure by students there. They were critical of him and his handling of the Flint water crisis, saying he had no business for getting that fellowship. He blamed the lack of civility.
Power of the protest.
Right.
Power of the protest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Power
Flint
of the
doesn't
protest.
have water. That's
Right,
not civil.
Right.
And here's the
Right.
piece. Harvard did not rescind the fellowship.
No.
Right.
So
Declined.
he could have stuck it out.
But Harvard should have never offered it to him in the first place. I mean, even though they tried to frame it as we can learn from our failures just as we can our successes, Flint still does not have clean water
In how many
today.
years?
And this is under his watch. So you would actually give him this honor that he can put on any CV, any resume, that I was a fellow at Harvard University's Kennedy School, which we know carries a lot of weight, not to mention the fees that get commanded once you have that after your title. I mean, this is burnishing his resume. So that Rick Snyder now, I mean, like, I'm not going to cry for Rick Snyder. Rick Snyder has not cried yet for the people of Flint, Michigan, so he shouldn't have had it. Harvard should have never extended it, and this was the least he could have done. Anybody could have told him this was a bad idea.
He has not had to deal with the reality of the Flint water crisis. It was the state's decision for them to take over the city. It compounded probably the problem. What do you make, though, of the students making it clear, now, player, you can't come here?
Well, that is the good thing about being young, about being energetic, about being able to keep a fight up, even where the adults sometimes let you down. These students had the energy to stick this out and make sure that this came to light. And let's understand, even as a former governor, you still have significant political influence within the state. I think Rick Snyder should take this as a sign that he needs to redouble his efforts as the former governor to get this crisis taken care of, because you can marshal resources, you can marshal public opinion, you are the kingmaker often in the primary in that state, and you can force that to be a issue for anybody who wants your endorsement. So use this as an opportunity, and then you can come back in a couple years and say, look, young people, I fixed the problem. Now can I have my fellowship?
No, trust me. Trust me. That is not going to be his motivation to get involved. His motivation is going to be if they can take away, or if I can be moved out of a Harvard position, what does that mean to my $50,000 a speech fee? If I can be embarrassed by this on national media and across the country, what impact will that have on me in the future? So he and his very high-paid PR people are now figuring out what he can do. But the motivation is never going to be humanitarian.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. MarijuanaStock.org is another great investment opportunity. If you were lucky enough to invest in their last crowdfunding campaign, you, of course, now know that those folks are invested in a publicly traded company. They raised a ton of money in a few months, investing in legal marijuana farms. Now, of course, they have a new investment opportunity, which is as good or if not even better. I'm talking about industrial hemp CBD. For those who don't know, the hemp plant is the cousin to marijuana with a much higher concentration of CBD, which means hemp CBD gives you all the medical benefits of marijuana without getting you high. Now, until recently, hemp farming was practically illegal in the U.S. and heavily regulated by the DEA. However, the 2018 Farm Bill changed all of that, making it legal to grow hemp CBD in the U.S. and creating one of the largest commodities worldwide. They need land to grow all the plants, which makes for an incredible investment opportunity, and that's where our good friends at 420 Real Estate come in. Their business model is real simple. They buy land that supports hemp CBD grow operations and lease it to high-paying tenants. That's right, they are hemp CBD landlords. And you can get in on the action. You can invest in the crowdfunding campaign for as little as $200 up to $10,000. Like I said, you may not want to miss out on this opportunity. Go to marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org to get the game and to do it now. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.